Last week, the Phoenix Parks and Recreation Board unanimously agreed to maintain hiking restrictions during extreme heat. Temporary guidelines were enacted over the summer after a series of mountain rescues left 12 firefighters with heat-related problems. Cronkite News health reporter Mingson spoke with one of those firefighters about the decision.
That customer called and they needed us, and so we responded. Just like at this time, the ambulance is going on a call right now.
Phoenix Fire Captain Scott Douglas has seen his share of rescues on trails around the city, including 2 this summer in 117-degree weather.
It was very hot, and there's no reprieve when you get to the top of a mountain. There's no trees, there's no shade. It does take a toll on us when we have to go up the mountain in the summer multiple times.
After one of the hottest summers on record, the Parks Board put temporary restrictions in place for some hiking trails between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. when the National Weather Service issues an excessive heat warning.
Those mountains have been specifically chosen. They're just very remote in some areas as well. It's very hard to get to some of the positions that people end up getting into, and very technical when we have to bring them down.
Last week, the board made those restrictions permanent for Camelback Mountain's Echo Canyon and Cholla trails, and all trails associated with Piestewa Peak and Phoenix Mountains Preserve.
I think it's a very big safety hazard. I think especially tourists that come over. I mean, we've all heard stories about Camelback and people getting rescued or unfortunately passing away or kind of other severe circumstances. So I think it is important that they kind of limit the trails.
Phoenix Parks and Recreation have safety guidelines and reminders for hikers to be mindful of, including appropriate dress, accompanied hikes, and continuous hydration.
I'd say the thing that I focus on most in Arizona is just not getting overheated and not running out of water. So it does present a different set of challenges. It's hot outside and it's like you'd think you wouldn't have to worry about that. But even today I'm perspiring, and something you definitely have to keep a watch on.
This is my 3rd time going hiking, and it's kind of really hot. But I managed to make it up my first peak. It was just a little bit more difficult, especially coming down. The weight that I have, I kind of realized that I need to be more prepared, and I don't even have water bottle.
In Phoenix, Mingson, Cronkite News.
The Parks and Recreation Department will post closures on its website and social media accounts. When trail access is limited, parking lot gates will be lowered.